What we do here is go back.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ray Live, and we are back with another reaction video. Today we are going to be looking at the Unreal Engine 5 tech demo that is running on a PlayStation 5. Now, first thing first, actually before we get into all that, right now y'all seeing me on something completely new. I'll update y'all on it in a whole other video, because I want to get this reaction video done and out the way before we can move forward, before I can actually do that update video, before I can tell you more about the setup and how everything is more coming together. So this tech demo is the Unreal Engine 5 and it's running on PlayStation 5, as I said. Now, I know probably YouTube and the internet and just Twitter itself is saying that, oh, PlayStation 5 has an advantage because such and such looks so good, or Xbox is in trouble, or something like that. You know this engine is gonna be also run on an Xbox One, do you not? This is just Unreal and Epic being like, let's show it off on the PlayStation 5, because the PlayStation 5 hasn't really shown us anything as even on the lines of a tech demo at the very least. So we're gonna sit here watch it. I think it's just 9 minutes and 3 seconds. Now for this, we will be watching it in 1080p because YouTube and my content will be scaled down to 1080. But I will also watch it in like the 4K, because my TV can actually, it puts a 4K. So I'm gonna watch it on there, see how much better it looks on there. So without further ado, let's just get into this video and let's see what the Unreal Engine 5 is bringing to the table for this next generation of consoles.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jérôme Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. And we're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data, without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Awesome, let's take a look at it.
This has to be the right way.
Okay. Works very good.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo.
Oh, they talk there, okay.
Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too. Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled,
wow.
we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly.
That's more on the lines.
Okay, let's
of,
keep
like,
going.
What ray tracing? What natural lighting?
We've made some great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces. Sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio. All of this adds up to a more immersive experience. This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before. We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below.
Okay. Like we haven't had good looking water before.
The demo runs on our chaos physics system. Here we are using it to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf. Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Looks promising.
Dynamic GI is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light
Looks
source can move while
it
still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light. Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
I'm pretty sure if you're like a developer or somebody that actually has to do all this all sounds like
And we can do more than a single
next
statue.
level
There are
for
nearly 500
well, for like a
of
gamer.
exact
It's just like
statues
this looks
at
great.
the same detail level
I'll
placed
play
in this
it.
room, for a total of over 16
The things look so
billion
real.
triangles from
That's what
statues
gamers are
alone.
saying. That's all we want, really.
Over this entire demo,
For this next
there are
generation, we
hundreds
want the games to
of
look
millions of
better
triangles.
than what they were on this generation that we have, and way better than this generation that we have.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
This looks like a cutscene that you would get in a PlayStation 4 game. It's not like it's all doing it while you're still physically moving it. This deck demo looks like it's on its like Uncharted / Prince
This
of
doesn't need to be
Persia.
constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open.
It's like another small cutscene, but it's like in game, you know.
Don't fail me now.
Yeah, he told me we're gonna get all that. Yeah, this is a cutscene more than any game at this point. 'Cause you're not controlling this. This is something you would watch.
It's time to see what's next.
Alright, that's it. Alright, Unreal Engine 5. It's lit though, it's lit. Coming in 2021. This is not even when these next gen consoles release. It's like after their release. Cancel that real quick. Alright. Just for a sec, but it's just. Nah, I'm just gonna talk to y'all. This. All this can go away. Stay with me 1 second, I'm get rid of you. I'm just gonna bring me up some. Alright. So, that was the first look of Unreal 5 engine running on a PlayStation 5. Look, I mean, can't say it doesn't look good. That was just in 1080 that we watched it in. So, you best believe when I watch it on my TV, it's gonna even look even better. But, real talk though, like, you know, it's gonna be on PS5, it's gonna be on Xbox Series X. Just remember that for all y'all posting on Twitter and wherever else on the internet. What I would say is, yes, it looks real good. It looks real good. But thing is, what it is a tech demo. It's not really somebody made like a full-fledged game, and with what they had, they were like, this is the technology that we have. This is what the PlayStation 5 is allowing us to use right now. Let's take what we have at its best and use it on the PlayStation 5 and what it does best. And we're just gonna show that off in a video. Because in some portions, you know, you did have your slight gameplay elements when you're just walking and jumping, climbing up. But you know, obviously you knew where obviously cinematic was, like towards that ending section. Like that was all like the cinematic that ran in game, but it's not you playing it. At the end of the day, I say it's like, take it like what's that game on PlayStation 4? Dreams. Dreams is an engine. People are just creating things in that engine to the best of their ability and the best of what that engine is offering them, that make things just look just as good, if not just a little scaled down. So it's a dope demo. I'm not saying that any of the consoles have a advantage over any because of this video, for the sole fact that it's gonna be on both consoles. Right now, where if I say who has a lead in the console game right now, the next gen, it's still Xbox, because they revealed the console, the controller, what some games are gonna be on it from the third-party people. Just the features that it has. They have ran like demos of like switching from game to game to game effortlessly, and the sure fact that this past couple of days when they showed off the games they had from the third parties that was coming, like that was actually gameplay with also some running in the game's engines gameplay. So you got to see a little bit of both. Not as much as we wanted, but you saw that bit of both. So, and PlayStation, all they said was our console gonna have an SSD. Our console's gonna have good audio. And here's our new looking controller. And now this. What does your system look like at this point, Sony? And what third-party games are you gonna world premiere for your system? Because Xbox like world premiered like 5. And we're not even towards our E3 time slate yet. So all those third parties will be showing off games that they're working on. Xbox gonna show off their first party stuff from their studios. Sony needs to show off stuff from their studios. Like, next gen's gonna be something. And the fact that this is gonna be in 2021 means nothing on the Series X and the PlayStation 5. When they release, nothing's gonna have those in like the first couple of months, whenever in 2021 this releases. No game's gonna be beyond that, so it's gonna be something. But that's gonna be it. Leave a comment below if you would, well, not if, but what you think of this tech demo. Did you like it? What is your thoughts on the PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox One? And if you want to see more reaction videos like this or others, just let the boy know. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. This is my people.